Got a Beams black top head here that I bought, and I'm going to CC the combustion chamber just because I tried looking online and I didn't see any conclusive evidence of what it actually is. So I wanted to test it out. So put a spark plug in, got the plate here. It's just a stock head, and put go to the edge here more. It's got 50 cc fluid in it, so I'm gonna pour it in and see what we got. So I got it full, and we had 50, and now we have about 16. So it's like 34 cc is what I came up with, versus a second and third gen is second and third gen is like 49 they listed at, and after you polish the chambers and put Ferrea valves in and stuff, I get about 51. So I'll have to do some calculating, but definitely way higher compression with the same type of piston on a Beams. So 34 versus 49 basically. Just opened my SuperTech buckets, which I got DLC coatings. So I'm got just to compare, I got the SuperTech DLC coated bucket here, and then you gotta use it's like a shim under style, and you buy shims. And then here's the stock shimless bucket. And just to see, because I'm curious, I'm gonna weigh them. Let's get in grams, tear it out. So here's the stock shimless bucket. It's 29 grams. And the SuperTech DLC is 30. And then I get a little more for that. But so it's a little bit more, but not much difference. But that's pretty cool. DLC coated buckets. So I got, you know, two sets, obviously, a set of 8, and another set of 8. All 16. So I'm going to run that. I'm going to clean this thing out. It's nasty from blowing the engine. But we'll see what we can do. I just pulled the screws off to pull this plate off so I can clean here better. But see what I can do here. I pulled the drain plug and don't know if it's going to focus. There we go. You can see chunk of metal stuck to the magnet, of course. But anyway, we'll clean that. I did this about 4 cans of brake clean. I got it pretty good. I gotta still take it up, and you can see little like specks of stuff. I'll blow that out with a blowgun and maybe hit it again. But I mean, you can see all like the damage. Like that got hit with a rod. Little ends. I mean, it'll be fine, but little specks of debris hitting it and stuff like that. And then you can see all the nicks on this thing. This got hammered with some stuff, but whatever. As long as it's clean, it'll be fine. I'll clean that and blow this out, and then hit this with some more brake clean and blow it out again, and she should be good. After extensive cleaning, this is about as good as I'm going to get it. Looks, I don't know how much better you want to get it though. I blew it out, brake clean. I used about 5 cans of brake clean total or so, 5, 6, and blew it out multiple times. Looks great now. Real clean. Here she is, all ready to go to the fabricator to get the alternator bracket, which goes right here. I just need this motor mount. I'll get back from the powder coater tomorrow, and I'll just drop it off later. But I'm going to drop this off for the fabricator so he knows between the second fuel rail and this plate, it's got to be somewhere in there for the alternator. But it's getting there. Looking good. Just got everything back from the powder coater. all the stuff, water pump housing, engine mounts, brackets for the shifter. I'll get all this stuff on the trans and get that thing buttoned up 100% here. And I gotta get this mount out to the guy for the alternator bracket so he knows how to clear it. So I was putting together my shifter arms, and when I put it together, this had powder coat on the edge here and on this edge here. This is a bushing right now. These are plastic bushings that go in there, but that had powder coat on that edge, and then over on this one it had powder coat on the bottom, and it was like binding. So if anyone ever does this, you got to make sure you don't get any powder coat. I had to take all the powder coat off, and I put it back together just to test fit, and it spins good. And now I just added some lube, some Honda grease, oh, here it is, yeah, Honda, just to get it going. I'll put it back together all the way now. Yeah, look how easy this moves now. Just back and forth when I swing it. Before it would have been like stayed still, but it moves so easy. It moves with weight now almost. See that? Just by flipping it, it moves just with its own weight. Look at that. Perfect. I took the brackets that I powder coated, I put them all in the trans here. As you can see, we got the engine mount, shifters in, which I didn't have before, this whole thing, and the rear engine mount, which I'll have to take off to put the transfer on, but I just wanted to test fit it, get it on. And this one ended up being stripped, so I had to helicoil it, and front engine mount bracket. So that's all good. Shift fork, which was powder coated, made all pretty. That's nice right there. And I'll just got to get this plate on here. It goes there. I'll get some nice hardware and put that on after. That bends really easy if you hit it. But I'm gonna take the put the transfer case on, but I'm gonna get this upstairs, get the transfer case on and put that shaft in, get it all buttoned up. And then I gotta take some measurements. Sean was telling me with the triple disc clutch masters, which I'm switching to, that this needs to get ground down a little bit because it interferes with the discs. So I'm gonna take some measurements and see how much. He said it's like just the slightest bit. So I'll put like a hose clamp on there, take a cut wheel, like a Dremel kind of thing, just go around the whole edge and cut it off. And this will be ready to go in. So now we are, now I'm just waiting on the alternator guy, or alternator bracket fab guy, to get that done. And I will start assembling the engine. And once I get the head lash and the cams in and degreed, I'll try and get some videos of all that stuff. But once that's all in and good to go, we'll be plopping it into the car. And yeah, and then I just got to finish up the wiring and it's good. So it's getting there. I'm going slow, but I'm getting there. So I'll keep you updated.